Grab your mats. This is a level 2 flow. We are going to start on our backs. We're going to warm up, you guys. I love warming up. So just get on your mats and just hug your knees into your chest and take a big inhale and an audible exhale. Inhale. Inhale again. Hold. Exhale. Inhale again. Again. Hold. And exhale. Just take your fingertips behind your head gently. Take your right elbow to your left knee and straighten your right leg. Nice. Take your left elbow to your right knee and straighten your left leg. And then we'll switch right to left and left to right. Spread your toes. Right elbow to left knee. Lift your shoulder blades a little higher if you can. And then switch. Beautiful. And then switch. And switch. Let's do 20 more. Here we go. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's bring the legs higher. 11 and 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's bring the legs lower. 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. And then just hug your knees into your chest. Take a big inhale and an audible exhale. So take your right knee and just give it a gentle hug while you straighten your left leg and just ground that left leg into the earth as you give your right knee just a gentle hug. Breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And then let's just do a gentle half happy baby. So take your middle finger and index finger around your big toe, please, and just bring that right knee on the outside of your torso and just gently soften your shoulders. And I like to anchor my left leg with my left hand and just breathe into that hip. Inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale and exhale. One last inhale and exhale. And then gently hug that right knee into your chest. And let's go ahead and switch legs, please. Hug that left knee. Give it a lot of love as you straighten that right leg into the earth. Iron that right leg into the earth as you hug that left knee. Take a big inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And let's go ahead and do a half happy baby. Take your middle finger and index finger around that big toe, the left big toe, and anchor your right leg into the earth with your right hand. Just iron that right leg into the earth and just breathe into that hip. And anyone who's been following me on YouTube knows that my favorite affirmations for the hips are hip, hip, hooray. Hip, hip, hooray. Joy is the best medicine. And then go ahead and hug that knee back to center and straighten that leg and interlace your thumbs over your head. Flex the right heel and the left heel away from your hands. Interlace your thumbs and get as long as you can. So hips to fingertips. Stretch up and hips to heels. Stretch down. Belly button in. That's called lake pose. And breathe. Very nice. Now take a big inhale and a big exhale, and see if you can come up and just gently try to touch your toes and find the cobra in your upper back. So lift your heart as you go into a forward bend. Lift your heart, soften your shoulders. And then from here, we're going to go right into table pose. Bring your hands, please, behind your buttocks, fingertips toward your buttocks. Bend your knees, please. And here, we're just going to lift the buttocks up. And for those who have vertigo, keep looking at your knees. Okay, ground your thumb, index, middle ring, and pinky fingers. Look at your knees, lift your tailbone, and then drop your head. If you don't have vertigo, go ahead and drop your head and stretch your neck. This is good for tech neck. Ground your thumb, index, middle ring, and pinky fingers. Straight elbows. Push your feet into the earth. Push your hands into the earth and lift your tailbone. Stretch your neck. And then slowly come on down. And let's go ahead and do Navasana boat pose. Bring your hands behind your knees and lift your heart, lift your sternum, and here, go right into Navasana. Plug those upper arms into your shoulders. Spread the toes, please. And if you want to try to straighten your legs, go ahead and do so. Bring the big toes together. Plug those upper arms into the shoulder girdle and look up to the heavens. Lift your heart as if like a fish hook was attached to your sternum. Lift your heart, look up to the heavens. So good. Let's cross the ankles and let's go right into cat-cow. Bring your hands shoulder width apart, please. Ground your knuckles in your knees. And let's go ahead, please, and let's go into cat-cow. So go ahead and look up. In through the nose. Let's do it out through the mouth. In through the nose. Out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. In through the nose. And out through the mouth. Spine neutral. And here you can either be on your toes or on the tops of your feet. Yogi's choice. I'm going to be on my toes because I prefer that for balance. Lift your right arm straight, please, and your left leg back. Some people have their palm facing the ground and others have their thumb up towards the sky. Both are correct. Here with your left foot, you can either be flexing, pointing, or flointing. Flointing is flexing and pointing in a combo, which is called flointing. So you can flex your left foot, point your left foot, or floint your foot. Yogi's choice. Bring your floating ribs in. That's one of the things that I have to work with. Spread those fingertips, and you can either have your palm facing the ground or the thumb facing up. Yogi's choice. But bring the hand away from the foot and the foot away from the hand to open up that right shoulder and that left hip. Nice. Come down. Let's do the other side. So left hand goes forward. You can have the thumb facing up or the palm facing down. And with the right foot, you can flex, you can point, or you can floint. Yogi's choice. So really push that left hand forward and that right hip back so you can get space in that shoulder girdle and space in that right hip. And really spread those toes, spread those fingers. And again, I have to work on bringing those ribs into my body, those floating ribs. They tend to poke out for me. I'm hyper flexible. So make sure you're knitting those floating ribs toward your pubic bone. That's one of the things that I always have to consciously be aware of. And then bring that hand down in that knee. Let's go back to cat-cow, look up. And then look to your belly. Look up. And look to your belly. Let's go ahead. I like bringing my fingertips so that they're out towards outside of the mat. We're gonna go right into downward dog and come onto our tippy toes and lift your buttocks up to the sky. Try to get as much space as you can, please, from your hands and your hips. Really lift those sitting bones up to the sky. Ground your thumb, index, middle ring, and pinky fingers. And then ground your heels and lift your heels. Ground your heels, lift your heels. Ground your heels and lift your heels. And then here we're going to really exaggerate externally rotating those hands and externally rotating those upper arms. And then here we're going to exaggerate the internal rotation of the thighs. So you can even bring the big toes towards each other to get that internal rotation of the thighs. We're exaggerating here. Externally rotate the upper arms and internally rotate the thighs. And then you can kind of straighten those fingertips out and straighten those toes, but still try to get that external rotation of your upper arms so you can get space between your scapulas and clavicles. You can even energetically push your hands away from each other and energetically push your feet away from each other. And the dristi, the gaze, there's always a gaze, can be at the belly button, or you can have your ears aligned with your upper arms and stretch. Yogi's choice. Then from here, let's go right onto our knees. Let's bring the right foot forward. Now, just keep the left knee on the ground, please. And here we're going to interlace the thumbs, especially if you do a lot of texting. Interlace the thumbs. You can loosely interlace the other fingers, but really stretch up in that thumb pad. I know a lot of my clients get arthritic thumbs. I teach yoga to a lot of older people, and the fingers get arthritic. You can always use massage magnesium cream into those fingers. That's really nice. One of my clients uses mitts made out of ice. She keeps them in the freezer and she wears them when her hands hurt. My other client wears copper, and that seems to help with her arthritic hands. But so interlace, motion is lotion. So ground your right foot, ground your left knee, and reach up, lift your back ribs, lift your side ribs, soften your floating ribs, hands at your heart. Let's go ahead and bring the hands down to the right foot and just straighten your back leg. Look straight ahead, come onto your fingertips and stretch your heart forward. Let's go ahead and ground that left hand and bring the right hand up and look up to the sky. Now, as you anchor your left hand, please reach your right hand up to the heavens so you get space in the scapulas, you get width in the upper back. Be cognizant of straightening that left leg if you can. And the gaze is up at your thumb. You'll feel a nice twist in the abdominals, which cleanses the liver, the kidneys, the spleen. Bring that hand back down, please. And here, let's go ahead and ground that back heel. And the heel is lined up with the back arch, hands to your hips. Keep that right knee bent. Just bring your hands to your hips and face the front of your mat. And see if you can bend that right knee a little deeper and lift those frontal hip bones. And here, just bring your left arm forward like you're going to shake someone's hand and retract it back slightly. And then let's go ahead and interlace the thumbs, lift the back ribs, lift the side ribs, and see if you can bring the arms behind your ears. And then pull those thumbs away from each other to see if you can spread your collarbones. Now anchor your right foot, anchor your left foot. See if you can lift those frontal hip bones. And imagine your hips, your hip bones are like headlights on a car, and they're both facing forward, finding balance between the right foot and the left foot, squaring those hips. And then from here, let's try to go ahead and balance. They've equated longevity with balance. Who is they? They've done studies. I've read articles in newspapers on balance and longevity. So let's go ahead and keep the arms forward. And first, actually, let's keep the left arm forward and let's just twist. Bring that right hand behind you as you ground your right foot and your left foot, and then clap. Okay, inhale, twist, and exhale. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Now from here, we're going to go ahead and walk that back foot forward so you're really stable on that standing leg. Now I'm on grass here, so it's a little wonky. You have to work a little bit more. And then stretch your arm forward, please. And you can just gaze at your thumb and lift that left leg back. Belly button in if you can, and stretch your arm forward and your left leg back. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Come back to warrior one. Arm shoulder width apart, and reach up. Look up at your thumbs. Reach up to the sky. Bend the right knee a little bit more. Hands at your heart. Let's go right to plank. Straight arms, please. Really nice. Let's do some mountain climbers. So just try to bring your right knee towards your right elbow, your left to your left. You can just bend a little bit, or you can bend your knee to touch the elbow, but if you can't, just work on that. Remember to breathe. Remember to breathe like you're doing handstands. Really ground those hands. Beautiful. Ground those hands. Straight elbows. Really nice. Come onto your knees, cat-cow. Look up. Inhale through the nose, out through the mouth. In 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 through the nose, out through the mouth. And then from here, we're going to go right to downward dog. And this time, let's go ahead and as you bring your thighs back, remember your thighs internally rotate. You guys are doing great. Your upper arms externally rotate. Really anchor your right hand, your left hand. Anchor your right foot and your left foot. Gently bend your right knee. Straighten, bend your left. Bend your right. And bend your left. Bend your right. And bend your left. Straighten both legs, please. Really thighs back. Straight elbows. Straight knees if you can. Gaze at your belly button or have your ears aligned with your upper arms. Come onto your knees, please. Bring your left foot forward. Hands onto your thigh. Wake up those abdominals. And then again, interlace the thumbs the opposite way. So if you put the right thumb over the left, let's do the left thumb over the right. Interlace more the thumb area. Straighten your elbows, please. Retract the arms back slowly and reach up to the sky. Lift your back ribs. Lift your side ribs. Again, I have to knit my floating ribs in. I always have to Watch that, because I'm so hyper flexible and I tend to have those floating ribs poke out. And then ground your left foot, ground your right toes and your right knee. Or if you're on the top of your right foot, that's fine too. And just breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. If you can do that Ujjayi breath, go ahead and do that Ujjayi breath. Stay present. Hands at your heart. And then from here, we're going to bring those hands to the left foot, please. Straighten your back leg and just look straight ahead. Lift the heart. Soften your shoulders, please. Now ground your right hand, please, and bring your left hand up and look up at your thumb. Again, as you ground your right hand, reach your left arm up to the heavens. Really reach up. Ground your left foot. Straighten the right leg if you can. And look up. Spread through the collarbones. Spread through your scapulas. And look up. Long inhalations and long exhalations. Really nice. And bring that hand back down, please. Look straight ahead. Ground your back heel, preparing for warrior one. Hands to your hips. Now from here, really ground that left foot, ground that right foot, and the front heel can be lined up with the back arch or heel to heel, yogi's choice. And then lifting those frontal hip bones. Again, imagine shaking someone's hand with your right hand and retract that hand, that upper arm bone back into the shoulder girdle. Interlace your thumbs the opposite way. And then from here, reach up. Now pull onto your thumbs energetically, pretty please, as you ground your left foot and your right foot. And here, lift the back ribs, lift the side ribs, and breathe in through the nose and out through the nose. In through the nose and out through the nose. Lift your back ribs, soften your floating ribs. Anchor those feet. Really nice. And then here we're going to bring the arms forward. Really nice. And then from here we're going to just do a little bit of a twist. So bring your left arm back and look back. It's a little bit of a balancing pose. Exhale. Inhale. Look back at the thumb if you can. Exhale. Inhale. Twist. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Now we're going to go to warrior three. Walk your back foot in. Get really stable on that standing leg and lift that right leg up and lengthen. You can flex, point, or floint that back foot. Ground your standing leg. Arms forward. Right leg back. Ujjayi breath. Stretch. Come back gently to warrior one and reach up. Straight arms, look up to the heavens. Hands at your heart. Let's go right to plank. Hold plank position and belly button in. So here we're going to roll on to the right. Bring your left foot in front. And really anchor that left foot for side plank. So you're not putting so much strain on your right shoulder. And then as you push that left foot into the earth, lengthen your left arm and look up. Ujjayi breath. Bring that hand back up, look up at your thumb. Let's go back to straight arm plank. belly button in, and other side. Roll onto the left hand, the left side of the foot. Bring your right foot forward. Really anchor that right foot. Lift the left hip if you can away from the yoga mat and lengthen over. And the dristi is your right hand. I like making a mudra with my upper hand. And just roll your heart open to the heavens. Really anchor that right foot. Anchor that left hand in the outer part of your left foot. And stretch. Beautiful. Reach that hand up. Spread through the collarbones. Let's go back to plank position. Hold plank position. Come onto your knees, please. And let's go right to dolphin pose. So interlace your fingertips, ground your wrists, and come into dolphin pose, which is downward dog on your elbows. Bring your toes in and lift your buttocks, and then look to your hands. Lift your shoulders. So go ahead and ground everything touching the earth, please. Ground your wrists. Ground your elbows. I like pushing my elbows away from each other energetically to spread through those collarbones. I had some injuries from a skateboarding accident and from a car accident, so I have some asymmetry in my upper back. So this really helps create symmetry between the right and left shoulders and the clavicles, and the imbalance in the scapulas. So really lift your buttocks, come onto your tippy toes, and then from here let's walk the feet back, staying in elbow plank. And I like doing breath of fire here. So ground your elbows and breath of fire. Now come on down, stretch your arms forward, please. And here, lift your right arm and left leg, and your left and right, right and left, left and right, right and left, left and right. And then from here, let's go ahead and lift both arms and legs and lower, both arms and legs, and lower, both arms and legs, and lower. And then we'll go right into a cobra, hands under the shoulders. Just go into a little bit of a cobra. Keep your elbows bent, please, and push those elbows back as you lift your sternum. And let's go right into puppy dog pose. So the buttock stays above the knees, and then just relax your forehead down. And breathe. Stretching the upper arms. This is if you need a block for your forehead, that's fine. You can rest on a bolster or a block and just stretch those upper arms. And then from here, come on up. Cat cow, look up and look to your belly. Look up and look to your belly. Look up and look to your belly. Come onto your toes, hands onto your buttocks. Push that tailbone down, please. And just look up, elbows closer together. And just look up. Lift your heart. Stretch your throat. Hands at your heart, belly button in. And then touch your right heel, please, and look up. I like making a mudra with my thumb and index finger. And clap and lift. 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 And then hands in prayer. Now from here, hands onto your buttocks flesh. You can stay here and look up, or you can try to touch your heels. Now I'm on my tippy toes, so it makes it easier. If you have vertigo, just look straight ahead and lift your sternum. But if you feel comfortable dropping back with your head, do so. And breathe. Beautiful. Now from here, you may need to sit on a blanket or a block, but if you can do this, if not, go right to child's pose. But if you can do breath of fire sitting on your heels. And then downward dog, really nice. Last downward dog, you guys, if you made it this far, really nice. Straight arms, straight legs, and less is more. Just doing a little bit of yoga 3 times a week minimal is just the best. So yoga is such incredible medicine. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let's go right into a squat. Hands at your heart. Now, if you can't bring your heels down, you can always roll something up like another extra yoga mat if you want. Push your elbows into your heart, lift your heart, and just stay there. Feel that wonderful opening in that hip. Long in those hips, long inhalations and long exhalations. And those that are brave, sometimes I have my clients put a bolster here, so if they feel like they're afraid they're gonna roll over. But those that want to, your fingertips are like they are when you're in downward dog, your knees into your upper arms. And I like bending my elbows and balancing my knees onto my upper arms. And you make a shelf. The more you bend your elbows, the easier it is. And once you're there, and you're balancing your knees onto your upper arms, this is kind of an advanced pose. And then you can kind of straighten your elbows and balance those knees onto your upper arms. Yogi's choice. Otherwise, just stay here. Beautiful. And then from here, bring your hands gently behind you. Straighten your legs, please. And iron those legs into the earth. The thighs gently internally rotate. Big toes together. Squeeze those shoulder blades together as you ground your right hand in your left hand. Belly button in, and then to just take your right leg over that straight left leg and give that a gentle hug, and lift your heart, please. Lift your back ribs and your side ribs. Take your right hand behind you and just do a little bit of a twist. You can just hug that knee, or you can take the left elbow behind you, behind that right knee, and push that elbow in. But I like giving my knee a big hug. And lift through those back ribs. Ground your right hand. Lift the heart. This cleanses the liver, the kidneys, and the spleen. And then go ahead and straighten that right leg, please. And we're just going to do the left leg. So bring that left foot over. Give that knee a gentle hug. Iron that right leg into the earth and lift the crown of the head, please. Spread those toes, and then bring the left hand behind you. Anchor that left hand behind your tailbone. Hug that knee and look over your left shoulder. Now, if you want to bring the elbow on the outside, that's fine too. Otherwise, give that a big hug and cleanse the liver, the kidneys, and the spleen, looking over your left shoulder. Really nice. Come back to center. Reach your arms up to the sky. Look up, lift those back ribs and side ribs. Straight elbows if you can. Sparkle those fingers, sparkle those toes, and just touch your toes and come into an upward cobra position. In the forward bend, lift your heart. Iron the right leg into the left leg into the earth and lift. And then from here, we're going to go right into Supta Baddha Konasana. Feet together, one hand at your heart, one at your belly, and just close your eyes. Thank you for joining me today. Just let go. Breathing into your hips, breathing into your heart, and just relax deeper and deeper. The deeper you go, the better you feel. Let your eyelids close down as you go into the black-blue velvet behind your eyes, relaxing your jaw. And just notice the cool breeze moving in through your nose and out through your nose. Just feeling the expansion and contraction of your ribs, the rise and fall of your belly. And just feel the knees dropping out towards the side. And I invite you to go back to one of your favorite memories under the age of 10. See what you saw. Hear what you heard and feel what you felt, as if you were there right here, right now. Go back to that memory. There's no such thing as time. Past, present, and future are right here, right now. So as we go back to those beautiful memories, our cells are smiling, our heart is smiling, our soul is smiling. Most of us have a negative bias. We focus on the negatives of our childhood, but there's so many positive memories. And I love teaching mastering those beautiful memories. Master those positive memories. And then go ahead and straighten out your legs, please. Let the toes flop open to the side. Let your palms open towards the heavens, being symbolic of you receiving all the blessings in your life. And just let go, dream and drift and drop. Dream and drift and drop. Dream and drift and drop. Your heart is open. 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 Your mind is clear. 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 Feeling grounded. Feeling whole. Feeling healthy. Feeling peaceful. Feeling joyful. From this day forward, your life just gets better and better and better. Better days, better weeks, better months, better years. Everything always works out for you. It only begins with our thoughts. Good thoughts go into good feelings. Good feelings go into wonderful actions. And wonderful actions go into terrific results. And just let go. Just stay there for as long as you'd like. For those that would like to get up, you can gently roll to your right side. And then just gently take your left hand to come up to a comfortable seated position. Some of you can just stay there. We can do one Om together. Gently inhale. Om. thank you for joining me today. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Namaste. Remember to follow me and subscribe and share and comment. All my love.